Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at Hydreigon in the Master Premiere. We're going to be pairing it up with Roserade later down the line with its Community Day moves. Roserade did get two moves for his Community Day, Bullet Seed and Weather Ball Fire. So we're going to be using those two, so we had to power one up by a secondary move. I have a bunch of Roserades powered up, but not with that Community Day move, so I'm not looking to invest anymore. I'd rather just spin that Stardust, seeing that we did have that nice bonus for the Community Day, and have a little fun with it. We're going to go with Dazzling Gleam here, and it is going to be a shiny. IVs are looking a little bit rough for that power up, but it is what it is. I know what Roserade can do, and I know having a lack of a little bit of defense is not going to be the end of the world. And we're also going to be using Shadow Metagross here, as well as Gyarados. So let's have a little fun. Shadow Metagross is going to be hitting very hard. Meteor Mash, even if resisted, is going to be doing a ton of damage. So we do definitely have to look out for fairies because, well, Dragon and Dark type doesn't want anything to do with that, just like Scrafty kind of like fighting in Dark type. So Dragon Breath, Dark Pulse, and Flash Cannon. You can have Dragon Pulse, I suppose, but we're just going to go with the Flash Cannon. You can also run Bite, but I don't recommend Bite. Okay, I'm wondering what's going to get for his Community move. We're going to have to look into that and see what we got going on. But with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Taking that win there, let's go. All right, see what we have. Leading with Hydreigon the entire time. Met with a Florges, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Gyarados here. This is particularly not, you know... At least we have Waterfall. We're going to go ahead and go with that, not Dragon Breath here. So Florges is not going to be Grass. We're still doing neutral damage, and we're going to go ahead and go for Aqua Tail. Crunch is not very effective to that pure Fairy type. And, well, just going to go for another Aqua Tail, as we're going to be able to hold our own here up against it. We're getting a shield out of them, which is great. Don't think we want to shield up the Gyarados. We're just going to let it all go through here. And as much as I wanted to go back in here and farm down with Hydreigon, we're just going to go ahead and go in with Metagross. But they immediately swap and lock into a Swampert. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that and bring in the Hydreigon here. They go for the Sludge Wave, which is not resisted, and it's doing a good amount of damage here. As far as Hydreigon being able to take damage, not so much. It's not like, you know, the squishiest thing in the world, but it's not able to really take a hit too much. Not so much. As far as the damage, yeah. So what is you know, the fun factor about Hydreigon? You know, what is it good? Well, it has Dragon Breath. Dark Pulse is going to be good up against specific types in this meta here, but we all know why we're using it. I mean, the freaking thing looks amazing. It's one of the coolest looking Pokemon ever to be designed. I mean, come on, look at it. Hydreigon, it doesn't get enough love because it doesn't have the moves that we need it to work, and it didn't get a Mega. And you know, could you imagine Mega Hydreigon? Holy crap. I know it was a later time, but they need to revamp that. I'm telling you, Nintendo, you gotta stop with all this Gigantamax, you know, making Pokemon the size of the moon. Anyways, we need to get back to the commentary here. Up against an Excadrill, and we're just going to Waterfall City here. Gonna shield this up and take them out. Farm all the way down here, so we just have this energy. We made a Waterfall go through, but it didn't register until afterwards, unfortunately. Bringing in a Gyarados, gonna go for the Crunch, see if we can get that debuff, and, well, Water's not very effective, so Crunch is what we're gonna go for. Going for another one here, because we're about to go down. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them, and we do. They wanted to hold on to that Dragonite's health, getting the first shield out of them, bringing in the Shadow Metagross. Now, doing more damage comes at a price, and that price is going to be taking more damage. So Hurricane doing quite a bit to our Shadow Metagross. They swap into their own normal Metagross, and we bring in Hydreigon. Now, it is going to be okay up against Metagross. Dark Pulse is doing a lot of damage. Dragon Breath not very effective. Dragon Breath is digging into it, though. This will pretty much KO if they let it go, and they shield it up. So that's their last shield. We have no more. We're going to be definitely going down here. So later down the line, we're going to be taking out Gyarados and swapping it for Roserade. And I felt like that core was going to be a little bit better, although Gyarados is great. I mean, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with that. So right about now, we're going to go ahead and power it up. Alright, so it's costing us over 200,000 Stardust. That's, yeah, and then 50,000 for that secondary move. Is it worth it? Well, you're going to see right about now. Absolutely, yes, it is worth it. Alright, so let's see what we have going on here. Leading with that Hydreigon the entire time. Met with a Dragonite. So it has Dragon Breath itself. We're kind of at an even matchup here, but the thing is they're going to be able to get to that Dragon Claw a little bit quicker than we get to the Dark Pulse, a lot quicker as a matter of fact. So we're definitely, yeah, shielding up that first one. They're going to be able to farm us down, leaving them with just enough health to get to their charge move, bring in our Metagross here to just absorb this Dragon Claw and farm up, and at least we're going to be able to have this energy built up here. They're bringing in a Snorlax, and that Lick is sure doing a lot of damage up against our Shadow Metagross here. So we're going to go ahead and make a swap into our Roserade with Bullet Seed and Weather Ball, and they have a Metagross in the back. Now I go with Dazzling Gleam because I just felt like I needed a little bit more coverage up against specific things. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. So Weather Ball is going to be doing a lot of damage. Roserade has great attack. That's why it's one of the best poison types to use because of the moves that it does have. You know how it goes. Niantic is controlling which Pokemon are actually going to be meta by giving specific moves. Fact. All right. I mean, there's a lot of other Pokemon out there. Anyways, back on track here. All right, so we took out the Metagross. We're going to Weather Ball City here. Roserade putting in that work. Do you see what I'm talking about here? And yes, that Dazzling Gleam is going to be coming in handy. Metagross into the battle here. Unfortunately, not taking that win, though, because, well, we're just not able to farm up enough. We were very close and good game. Moving on to our next battle here, met with a Metagross. Now, this is something you want to see here. And they're swapping into a Dragonite, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Metagross, which is just, you know, doing a ton of damage with its Bullet Punch. Shadow Bullet Punch, Meteor Match, obviously always going to be doing a ton of damage, even in Shadow form. You already know what it is. So we do have energy on our Hydreigon, lying in wait in the back. They're going for a Dragon Claw, how to call it. Hurricane's doing a lot. Draco Meteor, obviously, definitely going to be doing a lot. They go for another Dragon Claw. And we get to another Meteor Mash, and I do believe they shield this up so they can win that swap here. And they do, using both of their shields up, though, so that sounds good. And they immediately swap and lock themselves with their Metagross. We bring in our Hydreigon, go for the Dark Pulse, and that does a, holy cow, that's a lot of damage. Let's go. Now, I get a little bit brave here. I think I tried to Bullet Seed down a Metagross. Let's see it. And, nah, not brave enough. So at about 1 HP, we go ahead and throw the Weather Ball here just to save our shield, and they bring in Dragonite. And I think we shield this up, and then now we screw up and we get greedy again. Yep. We sure do. This Dragon Claw is going to take us out. We had so much energy. What did they have in the back that they did not want to see? A Shadow Swampert. Okay, there you go. That explains it. So, folks, check this out. They go. I'm like, dang, are you kidding me? I had this. They go for Surf, and I get to a Dark Pulse, and this will take them out. Hydreigon's attack is pretty good, as well as Stab. Let's go. And that's a Shadow. So, yeah, definitely going to be taking them out there. That was a close game. Good thing they had Surf. Next battle, we're met with a Rhyperior. So we do have to look out for Superpower. That's a potential, but they immediately swap into a Togekiss, and we bring in our Shadow Metagross, and we're going to have a little fun here with that. Going for the Meteor Mash right away. Asked to not play games. Let's see if they want to keep it alive to get to a Flamethrower. They want to let it go down. Bring in Rhyperior to farm down, which makes sense. And this is super effective damage right to it as well because it is rock type. And they're going to be farming us all the way down at the expense of a shield. And Roserade, you know, it's part poison, so we don't really want to go in here. We're just going to go ahead and bring in this. And they get me with a Surf. So I'm thinking Surf and Rock Wrecker. So they swap into a Tyranitar. Alright, so bring in the Roserade. We shield this up. And Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, you already know what it is. Now, it's not like they knew it was a Dazzling Gleam grass too, right? So potentially a grass knot they're shielding or a Leaf Storm. So we're going to have to build all the way up. We're getting to another Dazzling Gleam. I could go a double Weather Ball here. That could have been enough, plus a couple more. But, yep, we go down with energy. And I screw up yet again. I can't believe this, folks. Are we going to be able to pull this off? This Hydreigon is actually saving my butt here in these battles where I'm just playing just like a fool. Greedy with this energy. And we get to a Dark Pulse. And Hydreigon takes the win for us yet again. Let's go. All right. And that Roserade putting in the work. But, all right, I was having horrible leads. We got a Primarina here, so I swap into our Roserade, and they bring in Garchomp. Folks, are we going to be able to land this Dazzling Gleam? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, it almost one-shots the Garchomp. That's freaking amazing. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. They hit us with an Outrage. I'm going to farm up a little bit. Just a little bit extra here. Go for the Weather Ball, which is going to be enough to take them out. Not very effective, but still doing the job. They come back in here. Primarina, not very effective. We build up to Dazzling Gleam. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, beta. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just going to go straight Dazzling Gleam. We have won the advantage in the swap, and they're going to be able to farm us down. Bringing in the Metagross here. Now, we still need to look out for a Hydro Pump, so we will be shielding this up, leaving us shieldless. So what do they have in the back? They're going to probably swap, and it is a Lucario. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me right now? Never see Lucario. Okay. But that is a good pick here up against this team, so we're going to swap to catch it. And I'm thinking, please tell me I just caught a Shadow Ball. I freaking caught a Shadow Ball, folks. Are you kidding me? I jumped up for that one, got a little excited. So let's go. They're obviously going to hit me with like a power-up punch, right? There it is. And we're taking super effective damage. They take us out here, and we throw the Meteor Mash. And I'm thinking, I should have farmed down. We had this game. No way. But we take them out with Meteor Mash. Let's go. I thought it wasn't going to be enough because it's part water. So, Primarina is kind of a, thick Pokemon. It can take hits, but we're able to win it up there. Let's go. Next battle, we're met with a Gyarados, and of course it has Dragon Breath. And we're going to go ahead and throw the Dark Pulse here. Let's see if they want to shield it up. They're letting it go. Okay, so, Outrage can take us out here, but it's a crunch. We let it go. Cool. Winning that matchup. No shields have been used. And they're bringing in Melodic with Dragon Tail. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Roserade here because, well, they don't know we don't have a grass move. So we're going to go ahead and pretend that we're building up to some Grass Knot or whatever. And they shield up a Weather Ball Fire. Are you serious? Let's go. So we're going to go for a Dazzling Gleam after this. And this just absolutely devastates. And this is definitely going to be another Surf, so we'll let it go here. If they want a double shield, I guess that's okay. We're going to have to immediately swap into our Metagross if they do, and they do. So we're going to go ahead and make that swap, and they're swapping into a Swampert. Folks, how am I going to be able to ever win this battle? Are you kidding me? A Swampert, Shadow Metagross, almost taking out the Swampert. It's not quite enough. We're going to have to shield this up. Is this going to happen? We got a water in the back. What's going on here? This is Hydro Cannon. How much is this going to do? Metagross, holding on. Folks, can it take out this? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Come on, let's go. Take out the Melodic. And, oh, it was so close, folks. We were so close to winning this battle, but it's not over yet. It's a double KO. The Roserade goes in there. We have a double KO, folks. That was a good game. I love to see that. All right, next battle. What are we going to see in the lead here? It's going to be a Garchomp. Show me the Mud Shot. It's a Dragon Tail. Damn, I don't like that. That's not good. So unfortunately, what we're going to have to do is just stay here. This is going to be a Sand Tomb, I'm going to guess, and it is. And we're just going to have to go down, and that's just the way it is here. And we get a shield out of them at least, so they have to use a shield to win this matchup. And we bring in our Metagross. We will let this go because we know it's a Sand Tomb. And Sand Tomb, the first one's not going to do much. And we're probably more than likely going to swap after this and just take out that debuff that they did give us. Yep, bring it in a Melodic. And they have a Magnezone in the back. And here we go with this Weather Ball on a grass Pokemon. All right, this Weather Ball Fire. So let's see what happens here. Letting the first one go, doing a ton of damage. And we will resist the electric move, but they go for the Mirror Shot, which is a smart move, obviously. And it's still doing a lot of damage because, well, they're Shadow. They let it go, which surprised me. I'm thinking, what? Okay, yeah, bring in Melodic because it's pretty thick. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're baiting again, yeah, with the Weather Ball here. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them with this. And we do not. They know better. So I have to make a recovery and do a combo breaker here. Swapping into Metagross, going for the Meteor Mash. And we get to another one, folks. Metagross is taking out these water types like he's... Bring it on. I'm Shadow Metagross. I don't give a damn. Very close. Bringing in the Roserade. And we're going to be finishing off that water type with a Fire Weather Ball. Let's go. Yes, it had no health left, but man, this team is putting in the work. Next battle, what are we going to see? Oh, okay, Sylveon. All right, so that's like the worst thing I could possibly see. Swapping into our Roserade here, but we're well equipped for this. And they swap into a Metagross after we gain 2 Weather Balls. Almost 3. All right, we're up to 3 now. So let's keep it going here. And let's win this matchup. That is the goal. So we're going for another one here. They've let them all go at this point. And, they can take those Bullet Seeds. So it's not like, they're comfortable still technically. I have to get off another one. So they want to use 2 shields, by all means, be my guest. Let's see what happens here. Those Meteor Mashes are going to, or those Bullet Punches are really adding up here. And they shielded up 2 times, getting 2 shields with the Roserade. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Hydreigon, and we actually Dragon Breath down. Going to get ready for the immediate swap here. They have to have something to counter Metagross, and it is a Garchomp. Yeah, that's a ground type. Could pretty much one-shot us, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Didn't care what it was going to be. Don't care. We just need to win this matchup and take out the Garchomp. So we're going to get that through, and we take him out before they get to another one here, and we get to the Meteor Mash. And folks, this Shadow Metagross is putting in the work. This thing is just so good. It's really fun. I would love to power one up to 50, but we're gonna go hold off on that for now. All right, next battle. What are we gonna see here? It is gonna be a Togekiss. I'm telling you, my leads today were horrible, but hey, that's just gonna make for better content to see how we can work around it. So we swap into Roserade, and I'm telling you, Roserade was the saving grace for this team. Period. Metagross does a lot of damage, but this Roserade is so just diverse. It's got all kinds of options. The grass is nice, but that's not what you're looking for. I mean, as far as the quick move, that Weather Ball plus Dazzling Gleam, whew, the coverage is amazing. We just take that win. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. All right, I think this is our last battle here, folks. What are we going to see? It is a Excadrill. This is going to be not a winning matchup for us. Well, depends. If we really want to use all our shields, I don't even think we can win that too much. So let's see what happens. We're going to let that first one go, hitting us with the Rock Slide, and then swapping to catch the Dark Pulse with their Togekiss, which just sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Metagross here, and we're going to get off this Meteor Mash. I mean, I'm not trying to have them get... I know they're going to bring in Excadrill and then, farm us up and build up to 2 drill runs and then go for the first one here, but no, they don't really do that because I feel like Meteor Mash is still going to be enough to take them out at this point because it is just so stinking strong here. And Excadrill really can't take a hit, so we're getting a shield out of them. First one, and we've used one ourselves. We're going to definitely let this go, obviously, at this point here. Roserade in the back. Don't think we want to bring that in quite yet. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Hydreigon here. And they're going to be swapping, and they have a Heracross, folks. Let's go. Dazzling Gleam or Weather Ball. Still going to be doing super effective with that Weather Ball. Non-stab, unfortunately. Dazzling Gleam also non-stab. So relying just solely on this thing's attack, which it does have, making up for that loss of stab, I do believe here. So yeah, letting that Rock Blast go, knowing that we can take these counters. Going to have to shield this one up though. And they are shieldless. We got a shield the first time around. Going for the Dazzling Gleam. This is going to be enough. Like I said, Roserade, the saving grace for this freaking team. Getting to the Weather Ball and taking the win, folks. There you go. What I tell you. Roserade and Hydreigon putting in that work. Thank you for watching. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.